right about now. Now it started. Here we go, y'all. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, y'all. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my vlogcast. Thick skin only. And I always say, if you don't like what I say, you can get the hell off my feed. Y'all know this is raw, unadulterated message right here. It's unadulterated. It's meant to hurt your feelings because we love you enough to hurt your feelings, and we love you enough to tell the truth because the truth hurts your feelings. The truth will set you free. The truth will make you free. So, I got my guest on here. She came on like a couple of times, you know what I'm saying, and lit it up the last two times, and let's give it up all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. We got Elane James.
Hey, long time, guys. Different hairstyle.
Well,
Hey, Bob.
yes, raw and uncut. Hey, John, can you share this to my public figure page on Facebook? Appreciate it. And I'm going to share this right now on Facebook for people can get the notification. And we are off to set it off tonight. Set it off. Elane, what's going on? I don't know if you heard about this, but this is what I heard. I think Noisy Nancy, whatever, is pushing for 16-year-old, I ain't going to say teen, 16-year-old babies to vote.
Mm-hmm. I heard about it recently. Here's how I figured with this. What's going on with the Democrats, period. First of all, let me talk about Nancy. We have to understand Nancy Pelosi is not in her 40s or 50s anymore. We do understand that, right? Mm-hmm. This is an older woman that clearly many people have stated that have problems with alcohol. You don't know if she's making this comment in her full capacity of her mind. Do we?
Mm-mm.
I can want a lot of things, but once you make a request or a bill, it can float and never become law. We do understand that. I think sometimes, Mo, I'm gonna be very real. I did a video not long ago about how a bill becomes law, and you saw some of that. And one of the things that kind of agitate us is that I will say always again, our people perish for the lack of knowledge.
Yes.
Now, if I'm in Congress, I could very well, if I work for the House, if I'm in the House of Representatives, I hope y'all understand that all I have to do is draft a statement. I take it to a bin. You know how like it's a paper bin?
Yeah.
You know those big bins, sometimes you can dump trash in, or sometimes you can slip like little letters through. I want y'all to understand, all I got to do is take a request, drop it in the bin, and then those requests are pulled out and discussed among the committees and subcommittees of the House. That's how easy it is to put in a request. I need y'all to understand that, first of all.
Come on.
Now, just because I put in a request, just because it may go through a subcommittee or a specific subcommittee or a committee, let's say it passes through the House, it still got to go through the Senate, and it still got to go through President Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And at any point, if it's not written right, if it's not checked right, if it's not valid to the law, it can be killed or vetoed. So I can say I want chipmunks to take a trip to the moon. Mm-hmm. And as long as I put it as an announcement, I can piss everybody off. I can't believe she said she wants the chipmunks to go to the moon. And that might be the last thing you hear about it. So the reason why I'm saying this is that Nancy Pelosi may want what she wants, but everybody is not as simple and stupid as that. Just because you want what you want, that don't mean you get it. I mean, you have kids that beg their parents for certain things and they don't get it. You can whine all you want, but if your parent says no, it says no. And it's too many moving pieces Too many moving pieces for what she do. But let me call out the fear of what's going on here, Mo.
Call it out.
We are afraid that every time the Democrats do something, because we have this thing stuck in the fact that we are powerless,
Mm-hmm.
that we are helpless at the hands of people passing these bills. And I'm going to call it what it is. It's not a law. It's a bill. It's like a request that we think that it automatically becomes law. No, it don't. No, it does not. So the Democrats are doing the same strategy that they have been doing for many, 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 many years. Promoting fear, trying to get a rise out of people, and upsetting us in terms of what they think they have the power to do. They're making you think that they got so much power. But they don't always have all the time that kind of power. This thing with Nancy Pelosi talking about she wants 16-year-olds to vote. First of all, 16-year-olds what are they doing? They're thinking about prom. They're thinking about the boy or the girl they like.
Woo, come on.
Listen, there's statistics that show that most of these kids, and I hate to say it, they have experimented or tried some type of substance, or they are partying, or they're just being rebellious teens. I'm not saying everybody is on. Now, see, I don't want nobody going around here saying that. Elane said, at 16, everybody doing drugs and drinking. No, that's not what I said. What I'm saying is there are so many exposures at 16 years old. The brain is still developing. And when you're 16, you're still trying to figure out who you are and where you're going, what you're about. The world is just full of energy. You're just hyped up. You're not taking things seriously. You're enjoying your life. So when they turn 18, we really just started at 18 to say they're an adult, but they're still not mature because they're still in their adolescent state. They're still learning and growing. That's why they say you start at 18, because you now get the practice of knowing how to vote. You get the practice of understanding politics. You start doing different things. But the reason, and I want you to listen to me well, why Nancy Pelosi wants 16-year-olds. Listen, guys. They're desperate. Democrats are desperate. See, the first, let's go down memory lane, Mo. Let's go down memory lane. When they first came on the scene, they used to say what? Trump was a racist. So they ran the racist card. Then they kept saying that everybody hated Trump. He was connected to white supremacists. No American really wanted to vote for Trump. But then you start seeing things like, what is it? Brandon's hashtag walk away. You start seeing shows like Yourself. You start seeing people making a movement to move away from Democrats. Then the Democrats got so sloppy with it. They even said, remember when they said that he was racist? Well, one of the lawsuits came from a black woman that said Trump kissed her. Well, when you try to dig and go so far against somebody, it blows up.
Boom.
Now it don't make any sense. Okay, so they can't go with the race card. Then they try to say he was going with the collusion with the Russians and he was doing this and doing that. The Mueller reports didn't prove nothing. That blew up. The more things were coming to light, the more Americans were moving towards the mindset, I'm going with Trump. These people here don't make sense.
Hell yeah.
So now they got desperate. Then they started to pass a bill to say, we're going to make illegals vote. Because, see, illegals, most of these illegals that I have ran into, I don't know about what y'all run into, don't speak English. The only English they know is when they get paid and how much money they're going to get. And they have now tried to push that bill. Now, remember, it's a bill. Y'all never, ever heard it become law, right? This is key. So now they're getting desperate. Now she's saying, well, we'll get some 16-year-olds to vote. These 16-year-olds, every person they try to get is always somebody with a weak mind, that are naive,
Yes.
or they are always in a state of fear. If they know they can create fear and
Yep.
bad impressions about where society in America is, they'll do that. 16-year-olds don't know nothing about doing their taxes like that. Most of them don't.
Hell no.
Most of
I
them
don't
do
even know
not
about
know
going
about, huh?
I said, I have a hard time doing my own my taxes, you know.
But I mean, most
Teenage,
16-year-olds don't know what's going on today.
right?
So if you get somebody like her to come up and say, "Oh, Trump is a bad person. The
Yeah.
economy is bad. You need to vote for him," then they can control that mindset. Do I believe that that will come to pass? What she said, what she's talking about as a law? No, it will not come to pass. It's not logical. It shows poor judgment, poor decision making on Nancy Pelosi, and it further proves the fact that she might be too old to hold her position and that she needs to step down because she may be trying to grasp and address the present needs of society, but her decision making is not intelligent and it could put the country in potential danger.
We could, you know. So they need
That's
to
a
really.
long answer, right?
Uh, they need, no. Good. Go ahead. How the dance floor? Take the dance floor for real. There's a lot that need to be heard up on here. I don't care how long the answer going to be or short. The word needs to get out there. The word need to get out there, and it's all about, at the end of the day, it's all about common sense, y'all. Common sense right here. Common sense. Ask yourself before you look at stuff. Just ask yourself. Are they willing to? Are they ready to vote? And they're 16, or are they ready to vote? Do you remember when we were 16? Let's all take back. I am 46. And I remember exactly when I was 16. Actually, that was the time of my life. Actually 16, I had about 2 kids. I remember that. I remember it. I didn't care, dumping the baby off on my mama. I ain't care. I was out there. I was just out there that had a different mindset. Didn't even know how to really think for myself. Even though I did at times, but I didn't know, I didn't know no better. For real, I didn't know no better. But now just imagine a person like me voting. Huh? I got to vote Democrat. Huh? All right, I'm here. Come on now. Come on. They have a hidden agenda behind this. And we know that. That's common sense.
Mm-hmm.
There's a hidden agenda behind Nancy. Noisy Nancy. I call her Noisy Nancy. There's a hidden agenda behind that because they want to manipulate it's to manipulate the younger generation. That's my take on it right here. Having a 16-year-old vote, that's their agenda to manipulate the next generation because we're not at war with flesh and blood, but it's principalities. That's a spirit right here. That's a spirit. That's a controlling spirit that's trying to, dehumanize this country. Next, go ahead, because I could say too much and get banned.
Well, no, I think the piggyback what you're saying is absolutely correct because it's all about with the Democrats oppression, omission, and control. Now, what do I mean by omission? Well, I tell you a part truth, but I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of lies to add behind it. But after a while, when you tell a piece of the truth and you add a bunch of lies, is it not a whole lie? Is it not to the point that you've been deceived and programmed? Is it not to the point that it's a controlled situation because they got your mindset a certain way? Also, I'm gonna leap something here. I kind of think that she got the idea by watching Cortez. Cortez is 29 years old. She's young, she's radical, she's loud, she comes up with all kind of stuff, but she thinks she's the boss, but she really isn't. And I believe that because she does draw the younger group a little bit, a lot of the things, see, with kids not, I'm going to say this.
Okay.
When I was coming up, and I always say this over and over again, we had to learn the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and I remember we had to memorize those things. We had to know how many amendments, what the Bill of Rights was. We had to understand the Second Amendment was about protection of your gun rights. The First Amendment was a freedom of speech, things like that. But here's the thing. What are the young people being taught today in the schools? Nearly nothing. They don't have books like we had. You know, it used to be a time we write letters. We were used to take letters and write it out because we had to make sure our punctuation, we had to write a complete thought. These kids don't have to do that no more. They're hashtagging. They're doing little abbreviations. I mean, we had to learn it, but what I'm saying is that there is no real foundation and basis for 16-year-olds because they're not really putting much education funding to education anyhow to teach our American children how the government works, how processes work. They're not teaching them as much about problem solving and strategizing and organizing.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be the perfect target for her, like you said, to take the new generation, program them, because see, this generation done woke up to it.
Mm-hmm.
See, you don't go looking for something else if you already got what you want in the first place. The Democrats have clearly, I don't care about the little few that think that they still, Trump is this, the Democrats are this and that. I don't care about that. They know that the majority of this nation right now is awoke. We are eyes wide open.
Yes.
We are seeing stuff that we never thought we would see before.
Come on now.
Some of y'all are Googling right now, reading about laws and constitutions like you never ever in your life. You are more involved with every move that Trump made, every move the Democrats made, just to find out if it's true or not, if it's validated. Does it have background? So she knows that's a fighting. She's losing the battle there. She know that even sending the bill about illegals to vote, that they know that right there is going to be like a mine that blow up, because once the president veto it, they're going to send it back again to whoever originated from the House, and they're going to have to either redo it or the bill dies on the table.
Yes.
But now she's looking at 16-year-olds because their minds, like you said, are not developed. When you were 16-year-old, you were not thinking about grown-up things like that. You're thinking about prom. You're thinking about social media. You're thinking about who dating who. You're thinking about going to the next game. You're thinking about this girl you like or the guy you like. You're thinking about Jordan shoes, or you thinking about LeBron James. You're thinking about this and that. You are not thinking about, you do not wake up in the morning before you go to school and say, I wonder what President Trump is thinking about today. I wonder what he's going to do denuclearization in Korea. They're not thinking about that. But I say again, the Democrats are very desperate. So now they're scraping at the barrel. They're losing.
Mm-hmm. They're losing. You know?
They're losing.
So they're being sore losers. And when you're losing, you got to come up with something for you won't really hit the bottom. You know, for you won't really be exposed. So you got to come up with something. And that's what they're doing. They're coming up with all type of new stuff every day. Damn. I'm just like, every day it's always something new. Always something new with these people. Like, yo, why so angry? Come on now. Is it worth being angry all the time? Like, damn it.
When you're losing, that means you know, you got to understand with these people that are in position, when you know you're losing, you don't know the certainty of what you have. Because you got to think about it with the Democrats. Here's another facet. They try to control social media. They're always putting celebrities up front. They have all this control with these different news. So they're trying to program a certain narrative, a certain story to the American people. However, like shows like you, Tucker Carlson, you start to see these things start to emerge out, and they're discrediting this foolishness that they're saying. So now that becomes a dead end. But here's the point. When Democrats are desperate like this, they're desperate that they're going to lose their way of life, their lifestyle. See, we have been allowing people that really have not been doing nothing but sitting up there warming the seat And they didn't have the best interests of all American people, and it snowballed. And then we get President Trump, and then he sheds light, just like the light turning on. You see cockroaches running and hiding in a corner. Seriously, that's what they look like, little roaches scurrying around because they're used to being in the dark. They're used to nobody knowing what they're doing. But now the light is shining upon them, and everything that they're doing is being exposed. So, yes, I would get so extreme and try to please the liberals that are left and say, hey, we're going to get 16-year-olds to vote. We're desperate. We ain't got no other choice. Let's get them to program that new generation. And it's not going to work.
It ain't. It ain't going to work. I mean, why would they think it work? Why would y'all think it going to? Good Lord.
I'm going to say why they think they're going to work, why they think this is going to work. The moment that they made the biggest mistake and went against God. I'm talking spiritual here, guys.
Come on now. Come on, let's talk spiritual.
It started when they passed that law about botched abortions, when a child entered this world and it breathed, and they talk about you could still go ahead and kill it. It became murder. I don't care what they say. It became murder. I'm pro-life. So my whole thing is at any time of conception, at the moment of quickening, we call it the quickening, there's life. And we should be given opportunities of alternatives to help preserve life, not just be so quick to use abortion as an excuse for birth control. And that's what Democrats are pushing. Okay, you can get abortion. That's all right. Just go ahead. They don't care how it damages a person's body. Here's the dynamic. They don't care about how a woman's body is damaged, what the long-term effects are, the mental, the psychological, the spiritual connection of that. And also there's a dismissal of the man's rights in this situation. And that's totally unfair. But another thing we have to understand too is that once that happened, it became a snowball effect, guys, whether we want to believe it or not. And when you go against God's will, when you start allowing people, and I'm going to say it, that swear other than the Bible in which this nation was covenanted with and founded on, you can look for it. You can look for the Spirit of God not being with you. So see, here's the thing. I'm going to make it very plain. Have you ever done something you know it wasn't right, but you said it felt so good, I'm going to just go ahead and do it anyway?
I wouldn't even name it. If I name it, y'all be like, y'all probably
like,
I'll tell you what felt so good.
But listen, every time you did, you knew it said something in the back of your mind said, don't do that. Don't do it.
Yep.
You know better, don't do it. But you went and said, you know what, what's one more time? I'm not going to get caught. And then maybe you don't get caught the first 2 or 3 or 4 times. But then it's that next time. You ain't got no backup. You ain't got no help because everybody that been trying to warn you, everybody that been trying to tell you not to do it, you done push them out the way. And now you to the point. You made the mistake. You out there. Because see, that's what the devil does. The devil will take you all the way out there and leave you hanging. Now they standing there. They can't think anymore. Nothing makes sense. See, we see it. It don't make sense.
Woo! Come on.
But because the Spirit has left them, because they are walking blindly, because they're walking so much in the flesh, trying to please everybody just to get a vote, just to get paid, now they done lost who they are. And when you lose who you are, you will grab at any and everything and hope that will work. Now, they don't have no more ideas, Mo. So they're just grabbing something. Okay, well, let's try that. Let's roll the dice on that one. And
come on. Next. you know how I do live videos. I'm like, next. Every time you get a word a day, next. No, ain't no next. Keep speaking. No, ain't no next. Go ahead. Finish it.
I want to kind of shift a gear on something, and I need people to
understand. All right, next.
So he's so stupid. you know, we talked about this before we got on air, but I really need to say something about this.
You better say it, girl.
We have people that are at different levels of what I call faith and strength.
Hmm.
We have a lot of people that are on board and on the ride with Trump and Republicans, and they're on the ride as long as everything going good, as long as Trump doing what they want them to do.
Right.
And a lot of those people have a spirit of narcissism,
Yep.
selfishness, entitlement. As long as they feel that the person is doing what they want them to do, getting the result that they wanted right then, right now, at that moment. Because some of you that are watching me right now, some of you got that spirit. Yeah, I'm talking to you right now.
Mm.
You joined the Trump train. You became a Republican because
Yes.
you thought that looking on the outside with Trump, and he's still winning. But when
Oh,
it was blatant winning, when it was just right there, oh my goodness, the economy's doing great. Oh boy,
yeah.
I'm getting a big tax break. Oh my goodness, we're really getting the countries to respect us. Oh my goodness, Trump is just doing this and doing that. He's the greatest president ever. When you were riding that train, come on now. When you were
Come on.
riding that, you were fine. You ain't seen no negative about what he did. Oh, he's not
Mm-mm.
racist. He's doing a great job. He's just
Well,
absolutely super. Look how he
just
won. There was no collusion. Oh, you were riding that. But time when he puts in a national emergency on the border and the Senate shoots it down.
yes.
Here you go. Trump didn't do it fast enough. Trump didn't do that right.
Uh-huh.
Why is Trump accepting $1 billion for the wall? I thought he was going to get the whole wall built.
Uh-huh.
Why is Trump doing this and doing that? He is supposed to do this and that right now, right when.
Well,
When the result don't come the time when you want it, you saying, I'm not voting for him on 2020. I'm going to vote for a Democrat. I'm going to vote for Bernie. I'm going to vote for Corey. I'm going to vote for Kamala. I'm going to vote for Elizabeth Warren. I'm going to support Nancy Pelosi. You're quick to jump when the going get tough. And when there's some of you on here now. I know they're cussing me out over here, but that's all right. But let me tell you, some of you that your time got on here, when it's riding high,
yes,
you all right. Because you feeling good because he's doing what you want to do. The man don't even know who you are.
Right.
He don't know your first name, but you feel like he's doing it for you. When the storm comes up, just like many of them leaders that are sitting up there pretending to be leaders of America, but they ain't not but rhinos and two-faced backstabbers sitting up there claiming they're standing for America, but when it's time to be tough and to stand for something, they cower down and they say no. And they talking about it's a dicey situation. Oh yeah, the self-entitlement ones, the narcissistic ones. Yeah, I'm calling them out too. We call them rhinos.
Call them.
But time when it gets tough, we go away. We walk away. Just like Mo did. We walk away. And we say that in 2020, we're not going to vote for him. So here's my message to you.
Speak on it.
Let me explain what we are about as conservatives. Our foundation is that one nation under God. We believe in God. We believe in our Lord and Savior. We believe in this. This is our foundation. This is what the Constitution was written on. Why would they say that it takes, for example, when a bill is presented to the president, he has 10 days excluding Sundays for him to make a decision. Why do we exclude Sundays? Because it's biblically written that on the seventh day, the Lord rests. There are a lot of things that are connected to the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why has that got to do with what I'm about to say? We have faith. When they
Yes.
tell Trump no, when there's a little stumbling block, we don't trip
Yes.
and fall and lay on the ground and run back to our parents or run back to where we came from and say, oh, it ain't going to work out. We don't throw our hands up. But if you are a true supporter, that means you are a person that is built with a foundation of faith. You go through the storm, you go through the fire, you walk on water, and you still stand still, no matter whether it's good or bad or indifferent on the result.
Yes.
So to those individuals that only for the ride when it's good, go back to where you went. Go back to where you went. You're not meant for this group. You're not meant to be a conservative. You're not meant to support Trump. You're not meant to stand for America, because as soon as something happens, you fall apart and you run back. So if you quit to run back, you're used to what you had. You don't really want nothing new. And that's okay. To each his own. But see, wishy-washy people can't ride this train. I never seen somebody get on a train and hang half of their body out on the train the whole time they take a ride. They either in the train, taking the ride, or they out and they don't take the ride. So you got to choose. Either you in or you out.
Listen, everybody. This is a movement that we in. And I'm going to tell y'all this. A person asked me whether Trump got impeached, which he would not. What if he get reelected and he never be president again? They're going to ask me, what would you do? I said, it's no matter what. I told some people at these rallies that we have the mother of all rally. I said, I feel that whether Trump is not here no more, or if he's here after 8 years, we should still keep our rally. We should still keep the people. We should, because this is the moment that we would never forget. 2016. We need to have that 2016 people and go ahead and teach the next generation whether who's in office or not, whether it's Trump or a Democrat, which I doubt a Democrat will ever get back again, because God wins at the end. But what I'm saying, have the mentality to keep fighting no matter what.
That's right. That's right. And see, we have a lot of spirits that I call our fluffs.
Yes.
They just filter in the space, but they have no substance. They have no driven purpose. They have no solid faith. They won't stand the fight, because as soon as they see trouble, as soon as they see the storm, they running and decking and hiding. And I will say this, and I stand firm in what I believe, and I'll put my money on it. President Trump will be reelected.
Nickel. I said, it's my bad. Yes.
And I will say this to go as bold as, get ready for Pence. And people underestimate Pence. Well, let me tell you something. When a person sits and observes and watches what someone else is doing, I'm reminded of David studying Saul and still fulfilling what God had for him to get done. I love when people say Pence ain't the one. Okay, y'all said Trump wasn't the one, but now you riding off the benefits. You can't get enough of them. And I'm going to say another thing too, and I'm going to re-emphasize this. I don't know, Mo, you may have seen this on the video. A lot of us, and I say you, us, okay, guys. Some of us say we wear our MAGA hats. We wear our American flag. We strutting around. Oh, yeah. Trump all the way. God bless America. But you're horrible stewards. Can I go there, Mo?
Go there. Go there. Thick skin only.
Some of you, because you want to save a dollar, will hire that illegal housekeeper Maria, or whoever her name is. You will go and get an illegal to trim your bushes around your house, to blow the leaves off your road, to babysit your kids, But yet you mad at the illegals that are coming across to America. You either got to figure it out. Now, if you're in, you have no business whatsoever enabling and encouraging people that do not want to follow the law to be people that you pay, and they still keep coming back, and they're right here in America. That doesn't fly. If they're illegal, you got two things. You got several options. Number one, you love Maria, so make her a U.S. citizen. You take the money and you pay for her to get there. Deduct it out of her check. Because what Maria does, and I'm using it as an example, she's getting the food stamps, she's getting the health care. She's the first one that's probably seen at the emergency room, while your own people right here that are trying to get a job, that are trying to get health care, that can't even pay for their prescriptions, that can't even get food on their table, that can't even get a decent job. You won't look at them because you got an attitude with them because you think they won't work. Because they here. But as long as you're willing to cut a couple of dollars, you will take somebody that you know ain't supposed to be over here. And then you want to justify it like you're doing the will of God. You can't do that. You can't say it's will of God. You can't sit up here and say that, well, I'm doing this out of kindness of my heart. If you did it out of kindness of your heart, you will make sure every homeless American, every homeless vet, every homeless child, every homeless man or woman that is on the streets was off the streets first before you start letting people come across here and they take the money and the food out of people's mouths. You got to figure it out. You got to figure it out. Either you in or you out. So you can't sit here and put a MAGA hat on your head and march around here and say, I'm for Trump. Go get him. Let's get our taxes reduced. Let's do denuclearization. Let's build the wall. How can he build a wall when you keep letting people come in and out and you paying them? So to me, that's no better than being a Democrat. The only thing you're doing is you're undercover, and a Democrat speaks up front out loud. Now listen, I don't mean no harm. We'd be more than happy to take your vote. Yeah, you can vote for Trump all day. We ain't gonna argue with you taking the vote. Not at all. But here's the thing: be very careful when you put that MAGA hat on your head and that T-shirt on your body.
Yeah.
Are you really representing America? When you talk about you want to build a future in the next generation, how can you do that when you turn up your nose on the children, the babies that are out there that need to be placed out of foster home right here in America?
Oh, come on.
But you go and take your money and you'll run to Africa, Venezuela, Colombia, Iran, and grab one of them children over there.
You know what killed me?
I'm just saying, they may not like me no more. They're going to tell you not to bring me back no more.
No, trust me, they don't like me. That's why I leave my channel. That's why I get people unsubscribing. You know, I'm on the raws on here, so people, they don't like me. People don't even like me. Subscribe to my channel just to dislike the button, put a dislike button. So I like it that way. For real, people subscribe to my channel that don't even like me because I'm controversial. I'm like a ghetto Howard Stern, whatever you want to call him. I'm like a ghetto version, a hood version of them. So they trust me. You are welcome to say what the hell you want to say. See, I didn't say F-bomb. I try to be cool with certain people on here. I do. Look, I try to be cool on my platform, even though it's my platform. I can say what the hell I want, but I try to be more diverse on here. I know certain people don't get down with that type of talk. And no, I know you're wrong. I said I want to say. I can say F. I can say, look, I said fuck. I said it. But anyway, it's not what you say it. So no, don't think I don't censor myself. But hey, it's real, y'all. We gotta be real. We real people on here.
That's right.
You know?
Like you were saying, I know you was about to say something. I want to say this again. We really need to check ourselves.
Before we wreck ourselves.
we're gonna wreck ourselves. And that's why we get so agitated with the leaders that are in Congress.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. How could these 12 Republicans vote against Trump in the wall? How can they do that? You know why? Your leader is on a reflection of who you are. You can shout that you MAGA all day, but if you go to that booth and you vote someone different and or you vote for that person and you get them and you know how they are and you keep putting them in there, you are nothing but what your leader is.
Mm-hmm. Next. Hey, this is lit tonight, y'all. This is lit, y'all. Hey, beautiful chat room tonight, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share because they're trying to censor and shout about the video. Because I see the I don't say that word. All right, I see the fuckery. I see it. Look. Uh-huh. I couldn't find a replacement word for that, so I had to use that word. But what's up, JB opinion? How you doing, JB? You know, we just keep it at 100%, everybody. That's what I say, Elane. Say what the hell you gonna say on here. Say what the hell you want to say on here. Thick skin only. It's called that for a reason. This is thick skin. That means it takes a lot to get through this skin. Mm-hmm. You gotta leave your feelings at home. Leave them
you know
somewhere.
What? It's thick skin in the sense that it steps on your toes and it makes you aware. See, we've been going on. We have people that are going on with bad habits, with wrong thinking. You can't go to a Trump rally when you're supporting illegals in your very house.
Come on.
Just because you want to save $1. We can't get mad. And I'm going to go there. Can I go ahead with this little reparations thing?
Bring it.
I'm going to ask a question. I really was going to do this on the video. I'm going to just be light base on this. But I'm going to just come with it, okay? Because I'm going to get some of y'all mad right now.
Come on and say it. Say what's on your mind.
Okay. Reparations. I asked people what reparations were. And everybody talking to me about 40 acres and a mule. So I want to change the question. I'm going to ask the question again like I asked it to my following base. I said, what's the difference between Native Americans, Jewish people, and blacks and colors? And it's the very thing that Trump does so well. I'm going to ask Mo, take a stab at it. What's the one thing? What do you think?
The one thing that Trump, okay, rewind. Be more.
Okay. So I'm going to be very specific. I'm going to break it down.
Rewind.
Okay, there is a similarity between Jewish people and Native Americans. It's the same thing that Trump does so well.
You said Jewish Americans.
Mm-hmm.
And who else?
Native American, Native enemies.
So you're trying to say, what do they have? What's the same thing that they have?
What's the same thing they have that they do, that they have, that Trump does so well that they have? Trump did the exact same thing.
Man, they know how to play. Look. They know how to play the game. That's what nobody Native Americans.
They know how to play the game. You real warm.
Mm-hmm. They know how to do it. The Jews don't have look. They play. Look, they know how to. They know how to stay in charge on things. Mm-hmm. You know, you got the Jews. Look. They own shit. They own things. Right.
I'm gonna stop you.
Indians.
So on. You know what? You are so on
it. you got the Indians.
So it's like,
come on now, they're Indian check. They get their checks and stuff. Shit. Oh, don't give me. Oh, don't give me. Oh, I don't want to. No. Oh, I'm trying to stop dropping F-bombs on my late night videos. I'm trying, y'all. At least I'm trying.
Okay. Well, listen. Let me say this. I'm just gonna give it to y'all.
Oh shoot.
The Jewish people have it. The Native Indians have it, and Trump had the same thing and has it still now. That most colored people do not have anymore, Harley. And let me tell you something. What they all have in common: Jewish Americans, Native Indians, and President Trump has is number one, leverage. You were right on that. That's leverage.
Leverage.
Do we know what leverage is? Leverage is that you bring something to the table that carries power, weight, money, profit, validity. It carries your name. It carries a legacy. Black people don't have leverage. You know why they don't have leverage? You know what the one thing that they all have that Jewish people, and I don't care if you're American or not, Jewish people, Native American Indians, I keep saying it wrong, but and President Trump had, you know the one thing they have? Land. Real estate.
Land.
It is the one thing that neither appreciates or depreciates, but it carries value.
Get your land, y'all.
Are you understand where I'm going? Because I'm gonna take my time.
Take your time.
You can't ask for reparations if you ain't got nothing to bring to the table. If the only thing you bring it to the table is Michael Jordan sneakers, your last new pack of hair weave,
come on,
your Michael Kors pocketbook, your buy here, pay here car, your house you own to rent, your apartment. If you don't have leverage, see with land, once you get it and you get the title, that's ownership. But if you only got Michael Kors pocketbooks, which don't last, when you only got Michael Jordan shoes, they only last for so long.
For real.
When you buy a house, listen very carefully. When you buy or rent a house, you're not an owner, my black people. Please quit saying that. I own this house. You own the house when what happens? The deed is in your, or the title is in your hands. Your car, if you still paying on it, if you got title loans against it, you don't own your car. It is only till you put the title is placed in your hands.
For real.
That you own it. Now you got leverage. See, they call that, my brothers and sisters, when you go to the bank, it's called collateral. Because sometimes they ask you, do you have any collateral?
Yes.
What they ask you is, do you have anything to leverage against this loan you want?
Oh, come on.
I'm trying to bring it home here so y'all can understand. See, when the Holocaust happened, the Jewish people still own land. They still they built these small businesses of their own, and they became a family network, and they leverage among each other. Native Americans, they said, okay, y'all over here, but you will not have certain land. It's ours. We were here first. They called them what? Reservations. I'm trying to teach it because some of y'all
Oh, you taught somebody in here.
Mo, are you feeling me where I'm going?
Man, I'm all in my bones.
Okay. They had leverage to ask for reparations. Can I ask y'all something? Name me one black-owned city. I'm asking the question. Ask them in chat. Name one black-owned city.
In the chat, anybody in the chat, name one black-owned city. Come on, anybody in the chat.
One black-owned town.
Not even Gary, Indiana. Not even Gary, Indiana. Not even that. Even though it was 99% black that live in Gary.
But they want reparations. Wait a minute. Name me one whole neighborhood that is completely owned by blacks or colored people right now. I'm talking about every land, every house, every business, every commerce, everything that's going on right there, right now is owned. Name one thing.
The Mexicans took over shit. The Arabs.
We talk about them.
Woo, don't get me started. All right. We get that. Okay. Oh, you see, get me started.
I just want to stay on the black folks.
No, let's stay on the black folks. Let's stay on the black folks.
I want to know. Name me a community. I didn't say name you a street that was named after anybody. I said name me a community that is black owned. Businesses are black owned. When you cross that line, it's black owned. Name me one right now. Anybody in chat? I'm sure they probably.
Anybody in chat? Anybody in chat? Nope.
How many no's we got?
People don't want to hear the truth. That's all I gotta say. You gotta But ain't nobody. Look, we ain't got no nose. We ain't got no nose though. We ain't got no nose.
Okay. You may not like the truth, but here's the truth. You can't come. Let me make this very clear to y'all. Slavery was an awful thing that happened. The Holocaust was an awful thing that happened. What happened to the Native American Indians was an awful thing that happened. But let me tell you something. How can you put a price on something when you ain't got nothing to leverage for?
Yep.
You ain't got nothing to bring to the table. I remember in Atlanta, Georgia, there used to be a little town that was Midtown. Midtown, it was to the point that almost every house and every business was black owned. I remember, do y'all remember Showtime at the Apollo? You remember Harlem?
Oh!
Harlem at one point was black owned. Do y'all remember Detroit? Remember Music Town? That was almost black owned.
Come on. Come on.
But what did we do?
Huh? Come on. That's too much damn truth.
What did we do?
Oh.
The older people that had the lands and the deeds and the trust that they pass on their children, we turn around and say, well, I don't want the responsibility. I don't see the value in keeping it. And we sold it off to scrupulous people that y'all want to call the racist white man.
Ah!
You know what? Some of you, even though your grandmama, wait a minute now, well, here we go. Even though your grandmama, your grandpapa didn't know how to read, you did. And you knew how to read the contract.
Oh.
But you wanted the money at the moment. And the very land that you gave up, the very businesses that you gave up are now worth millions and billions of dollars. You have no leverage. So how are you going to sit here and talk about you want reparations when you don't even show yourself a good steward of even preserving the legacy of your own people? Quit talking about victimization. Because you know what? Slavery was high and all too real when your great-grandparents and your grandparents were going through, but they still found time to get 40 acres and a mule. They still found time to have their own businesses. They still found time to barter and trade. They still find time to build their own houses and land and debt and deed it out to y'all while you threw it away. See, in order to want something like reparations, you got to come with some type of respect and being a good steward to your own people. And let me tell you something, black folks and colored folks, we're not good to each other. Time when somebody want to start a business, the first thing we want to go into the interrogation mode. We act like we on Law and Order. We got them in the interrogation room mode. Mo says, I want to start a business, Elane. Really? Here I go. Tell me, Mo. Let's do an example.
Come on.
Want to start a new business. Tell me you got to do business. Tell me how it goes. Go ahead, Mo.
Man, I'm finna start my own business, man. I'm finna start my own business right here, man. Come on, let's do it, man. I'm finna start my own business. I don't care, man. I start fuck the white. You know, I'm gonna start my own business.
Why you want to start your own business?
Man, because I'm tired of working for the white man.
Well, you tried before. You ain't got no money.
No. We can do this, man. I know somebody, man. I know this dude. I know this dude. Trust me, man. He already owed me some money. I know he's gonna spot me on something.
But see, no, you owe me $10 from 20 years ago.
Hey, you know I got you, bro. You know I got you, man.
But yeah, you want to ask me some money. I ain't got no money for you. I'm broke. I can't help you.
Dude, you know how we get down. You know how we get down. I got you.
I ain't got no money. I hope it works out. Let me know how it go in a couple of months.
Okay, man. You come back. Oh, hey, man. It's been a change of plan over here, man. Hey, my baby mama, she got the trip and she messed up my money. She owed me some money. Hey, stop it. You depend on your don't get me started. Next. Go ahead.
But
Girl.
here's the thing. We do the interrogation mode. Why you want to have a business? Who you going to have a business with? Why you put all that money? Why does it cost so much? Why do you want to do it this way? What makes you think it works? Why you think that gonna work? How I know this ain't no scam? How you know you ain't a Ponzi scheme? How you know you gonna keep that? You know you owe me money. How you know you gonna keep up with that? We kill it. We kill the dream before it even lifts off. But yeah, you want reparations. But here's the funny thing. If I'm white, if I'm Mexican, if I'm Indian, if I'm Korean, here I got a pack of hair mo I'm about to sell. Really, how much it costs? Okay, I'll buy it as far as I'll go to your liquor stores that are owned by you. I'll go to the hair stores that are owned by you. I'll go to your restaurants that are owned by you. I'll go to your gas station that is owned by you. Hey, I'll buy I will rent an apartment from you. No
You got
questions.
Asians selling nigga hair. You got Asians selling nigga hair. Look, it's honest, it's true. Let's be honest. Asians selling nigga hair. I see it. Asian stores sell nigga hair.
But we don't support our own.
Right. But Asians sell nigga hair.
Oh,
that one always gonna puzzle me. These Asians, they grow their own hair, but they sell nigga hair.
But here's the funny thing. Here's the thing, y'all. You want reparations, though. Let me tell you what they do with your money. The money that you patronize, that you don't think every black person is a crook. They take your money and they go to Western Union or MoneyGram, and they take that same money to get their family to come over here, and they keep the business going in the family. And then you wonder why they driving Suburbans and Lexuses and BMWs and staying in big houses, and why white folks are respecting them. Because you know why? They made a fool out of you. How many people mad now?
You're mad? If you're mad, tell us why you're mad.
How many people mad now?
You know, scratch your and get glad. I'm going to say scratch your ass and get glad, nigga. Let's say that.
But here's the thing. In spite of all the negative situations that people went through, in spite of through slavery, in spite of through the Holocaust, in spite of everything, somebody somewhere had the mindset, you know what? I'm going to pass a legacy to my child. I'm going to own this little quarter piece of land, and I'm going to let it stay in the family. I'm not going to let nobody sell it. I'm not going to let nobody trick me them buying it from me. It's going to stay with the family. They began to have leverage. Trump has leverage. He was a big time entrepreneur. He was a real estate developer, real estate owner, buyer. He still got stuff out there. They so mad with him, they wanted him to get rid of his stuff. He said, "Okay, sure, I got a different way. I'm a businessman. I know how to put them in LLCs and all this other stuff. No problem. Now I got something to pass on to my kids." This is ugly. But what the heck? Even if you did, let's say if you did get reparations, let's say if they gave everybody $1,000 a pop, $10,000 a pop, okay?
Come on.
Many of you will blow the money. You will never ever think about 1 minute buying a piece of land, getting a house or fixer up a house, fix that house up. Because old folks used to get them old houses, and they will fix them up. And they will fix them up in such a way that they pass them down to their kids. Many of you going to blow your money just to prove how better and how good you live it for 1 minute. Did you hear what I say? Many of you going to get the money. You will blow your money just to prove that you live better than the next person for 1 minute. And then you're right back to being broke. You right back to having no legacy. You right back to having no leverage. You won't think to buy the hair from the Indian dealer, start your own business, sell that at a quality price, and then you could become a millionaire that way.
That's called they on some nigga stuff. Don't be on nigga stuff. Be on some real stuff.
You hate Trump. Here's the reason why the taxes don't work for many of you. You're so busy working for everybody else and complaining because of everybody else. But the tax cuts are meant for people that are entrepreneurs, that are willing to step out and say, I'm willing to build my own legacy.
Mm.
Now, if you don't get no taxes taken out during the year and you're going to get upset because you don't get much taxes back. No, the more taxes taken out, the more you are more likely to get back. The less you get taken out throughout the year, the less you're going to get back at the end of the year.
Yeah.
That's no leverage. So you know what? You want to talk about leverage? You want to talk about reparations? You really believe the Democrats going to give you that? Let me tell you why they can't give it to you. You know why they really can't give it to you?
Tell us why.
That would mean that a lot of them would have to turn around and apologize for robbing your grandparents and your great-grandparents with giving them a really bad contract and undervaluing the amount of money that they took to buy the places from you in the first place. Are you ready for that? Because it's not going to be so much who you think it is. It's going to be your very own that are sitting up there talking about reparations.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
You want reparations. You want to bring something to the table. Here's my suggestion. Ask, if you want to, let's just say hypothetically reparations, right?
Okay.
You really want to do something. Ask for certain cities, like Indians did. They asked for certain land to become reservation. Jewish people asked for certain things. They were specific. Ask for certain cities to be owned specifically by you. Take Detroit. Take Chicago.
Take it.
And make sure you lock in the contract that for no reason they can take it back from you. You know what that will do for y'all? Do you know what that will do? Now there's ownership. When there's ownership where you can have a business, and it will force us to work together. It will force us to fight, but it will force us to work together, and we can rebuild. And guess what? You'll be surprised if we will learn to quit hurting each other and attacking each other, what we can do as a people. Help
each other.
That's right. It's not going to be some white people, some of you white liberals say, oh, that's just so racist. No, because you gave it to the Indians, you gave it to the Jewish people. And as a matter of fact, you gave some land, as a matter of fact, to Chinatown, Korean areas. There are certain areas that are in certain languages, and you know for a fact that you gave it to them. So you can do the same for black people. Give them the worst one and let them be forced to build it up. But when they do build it, when they do make it happen,
go ahead and rant. I'll be back. I gotta go.
Y'all quit selling it so quickly for pennies on the dollar. Create a legacy. Create a future. And when you realize you're doing it for yourself and that y'all doing it together as one, all the things that we're looking for and asking for, we already had it the whole time. But we're too scattered. We're surrendering too much. If I ask everybody to go in their house and look at the back of the tag on their clothes, to look at their loan contract with their car and their house, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you really own anything right now? Some of us, and I'm speaking about myself, we have sat in apartments and we have made apartment complexes, billions of dollars.
Yes.
When we could have bought a house 10 times over. Yes. We don't think about getting a big house and bringing some of our family members together and adding on the house and adding on to the house, getting more land and creating our own community and keeping it in the family. See, we don't think that way no more. So we want to get mad and blame everybody else for what we neglected in our own state.
Mm-hmm.
So there's your reparations. Look in the mirror.
Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. You could have made some changes. I'm just saying you still could make some changes. And, you know. Just get off your lazy tails and do something, and stop complaining all the time. All you gotta do is just be moved by the spirit. All you gotta do is follow the spirit, follow your heart, follow your mind, follow all of it together, and you see how far you go.
Nothing wrong with getting a quarter or a little piece of land and
Yes,
paying $40 or $50 to $100 a month.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Try it. See what happens. It might be strange. Try it.
Yes.
And,
All right.
and be proud that you'll be able to pass something to your child as you get older, to your family. So the family that's laying out in the street, you could say, you know what, I got some land over here, Mo. Y'all go ahead and get you a little partial, get you a mobile home, put it up there, or we can build you a house right there, and you will never have to worry about being thrown out or evicted. And you can build over there, and y'all can split the taxes, and it probably won't even cost you a couple of dollars every year.
Yes.
We don't think like that. We don't dream like that no more.
I got a question for you.
But look at the Native Indians, the American Indians. They got casinos, they got lodges, and guess who's patronizing them? Everybody, even white people.
Everybody.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, I gotta say this one thing, Mo. I need y'all to get off it. And let me tell you what I mean by get off it. When you create them businesses, the people, let me tell you, black people make you rich, white people make you wealthy. Learn to shut your mouth and learn. The people that the people that make you the money, that want them extensions and want their nails done, they come to your store. You better hope a bunch of white people walk in. Because they sure walk in the Korean stores, they walk in the American store, they walk in the Korean stores, the Chinese stores, the Iranian stores, and everything. You better hope they walk in your store. Black people make you rich for a moment. White people make you wealthy for a lifetime. Now say what you want with it.
I'm gonna tell you about white people that I know. White people that I know. I'm gonna say this. White people that I know. White people that I know personally. They don't have them big old monies, right? They have big old giant checks and went upstairs and will spend like $100 on a suit. We'll go to Walmart and get their damn $3 t-shirt and get them the same old love boot. I see them in the same old Converse on for like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And their white folks will bring their own lunch to work. Yeah. And while black ninjas trying to be all like, stop it. I see it.
And you know what?
I see it. Look, I see it.
And you know what? Those Converses could be the same Converses that black people have enough sense they can get across the country, another country, set up a store, and they'll come in your store and buy your $3 Converses. They'll buy the food, the bread, the lettuce, the tomato out of your grocery store if you would set up one. But see, y'all so busy looking at what he's supposed to have done to you because you let the Democrats make you look like a fool. That's right, spirit of foolerism and foolerism, and then turn around and have the audacity to spend all that time complaining. Can I ask y'all a question? Y'all love Democrats, so why in the world they ain't put no money or grants to you having your own business and being empowered to have your own land?
Well,
because why can't they do this? And this is a racist thing. See, your brain shuts off. Your brain shuts off to the fact that the people that are supposed to be representing you should be the people that are supposed to be empowering you. But all they doing is acting like a pimp. And they tell you to give me your vote.
Oh, come on!
Knock you around, and you march your tail right down there and say, "Democrat."
You can have a dance floor right now. I'm gonna put the spotlight on you. Go ahead, speak it.
And you go right back to your same old apartment that you don't owe, your same old house you don't owe. The weed that you buy from the foreigner, the food that you buy from the foreign store, the clothes that you wear that you could have made that you bought from another place.
Yes. For real.
But you say they for you. But not now one of them put money in for grants, for education to teach you how to have your own business.
Mm-hmm.
And some of you may not be meant to own your own business. But guess what? You can have a mom and pop. Y'all can come together and make very good money and learn how to live. Just like he said, put on them Converses. Get you some bologna and sandwiches. You know, I had a man that told me one time he moved up to being like a VP and IT Indian guy. You know what he told me? He said, Elane, honey, let me tell you something, sweetheart. You eat you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every single day until you get it to you, make it to you.
Come on.
But we don't want to eat like that. We want to go on down the Red Lobster, act like we big. We want to go to these concerts.
The nigga tree.
For
The
these
nigga
celebrities.
tree.
Wait a minute. We'll go to these concerts for these celebrities. We'll pay hundreds of dollars for LeBron James and everybody else. Come home the next couple of days complaining about how broke we are. But when you spend $100, $200, $300, and $400 on the outfit, on the gas, and just to sit up there and watch somebody else shoot a ball when you could have watched the replay at your house. I'm just saying. I'm stepping in it. Even Mo just like,
No, step in. Look. Come on now. It's the you have told you had the dance flow. Okay. look, I'm gonna spin you around. You can dance. Had a dance flow. Take it over.
You got Democratic leaders every year coming like pimps, and I'm gonna say it again. Give me your vote. You do it because you're black and we're Democrats. And y'all let them slap you around. Talking about they're going to make it better. They're going to give you reparations. You're going to be on the top. The white man is the racist. Just keep looking at the white man. Keep looking at the white man. But yet, they have you give your vote. Ching, ching. I did my part as a black person. Free the people. Black lives. Yeah, I said it. And you turn right back around and you allow your own leaders to give grant money.
Yes.
For illegals and foreign people to set up a liquor store, maybe owned by Indian or Korean or African. And you march your butt right up there and say, I'd like to have a 6-pack of Budweiser. Can I have me some cigars and cigarettes? And I'm going to give me some potato chips and a soda. And you so proudly put your money in the hands of somebody that gets free grants from the same people that's supposed to have your back.
Go ahead, my bad.
You shake your leg all the way down there and go to the Shunadon Swan, and you go and prop your feet up and get your toes done, get your nails done. But yet they get the grants, and you don't. They don't teach you how to have a trade, but they teach them for free.
Yeah.
They go to college on your dime for free. But that's okay, though, because the white man doing it to you. Now, if you want to go to sleep at night with that lie, you go right ahead, but you better wake up. You know why the Jewish people don't say that? You know why the Native Americans don't say that? Because some of us, we can't tell. Nobody can't tell us nothing. Even some of the foreign people will try to tell some of y'all.
It's wisdom.
Get your own business. Get your brother and your sister, and y'all come together and get your own business. They have their
stop trying to milk off of other stuff.
Shelves. They have their kids stocking up shelves, sweeping the stores. And what we do, we march right on in there. We put our couple dollars for the gas. See you later. And then we complain about how the boss man don't give us enough money.
We complain. But
that's
we ain't
why
ish.
they're saying, you know why? That's why they're saying we're blacks and colors are not due any reparations. You know why? Because we're nothing but consumers rather than owners.
Right.
We are nothing to them. They don't take us seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And we can sit here and get mad and try to blame everybody we want to. But I'm saying to you, you want to see if I'm lying? Go look around your house and see what you got that black on. Not a dang thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even them Jordan shoes are not owned by black people. That just got his name. That's all he got the
Yes.
trademark for. The people that make the money are different
Woo!
from everybody else.
Come on. You better tell the truth, girl. Mm.
But yet you go and march yourself right up there and vote for these same people that have been lying to you and playing you the whole time.
Mm.
All right? Y'all want to try? I'll give you some. You want to try them? So you want to try them? Why don't y'all just call? Why don't you just put them on the spot when these same people like Cory Booker, Nancy Pelosi, and Maxine Waters, Alexander Cortez, put them on the spot and say, hey, we would like not reparations, but we want money to build our own businesses that's specifically directed to black people in the community. Would y'all help us? And watch they look at you like deer in headlights.
Right.
Because, see, they don't expect you to talk like that. To them, you're like the cattle. Just grazing in the field. As long as you eat the grass, they're good.
Mm-hmm.
They're good.
They're good.
They don't worry about you.
Yeah, they eat the grass. Eat the grass. What the goats do? Goats eat the grass. Whatever you want. Just feed them some grass and they're good.
Look at
if Cortez.
But here's the thing. I'll give you a perfect example. If Cortez was so big about having jobs, why did she cause 25,000, if I'm not mistaken, jobs to leave New York in her district? Y'all vote her in.
Oh, come on. You better tell the truth, girl.
Because as long as they see some of your leaders are plantation owners.
Yes.
That's what they mean by you ain't left the plantation. And some of you will say, I feel helpless. I cannot, Elane. That is the truth. I cannot. I don't know how to begin. I don't know where to begin to even have my own business. Because just like being a black conservative, as soon as I try to have my own business, my own people will tear me down. Don't worry about your own people, because, see, that's the problem. We a lot of times set up business looking for the black people and the other colored people to patronize us, when I say, just look for a people to patronize you, period. Give them something they want.
Yes.
I'll give an example. I told my daughter does hair. I said, Sabrina, let me tell you something. Quit doing just black people hair. She's like, what? I said, get on YouTube and learn how to do white people hair, learn how to do Asian hair, learn how to do Pikachu hair. She said, so when people want to get their hair done, they can see pictures of you knowing how to do different people's hair.
Yep.
Bring them to your door. Quit looking for black people to make you rich or wealthy.
Right.
Because
Negroes don't do nothing.
Black people don't make you wealthy. It's the whites. No. Because, see, they already know for years how to do it.
Oh, that's too much truth.
It's too much truth.
You be coning. Stop coning. Coning.
But guess what? They knew from the beginning. But let me tell you who got hip to them.
Tell us.
The American Indians, they got hip. They said, oh, you one of them. Let me tell you something. You came here. We're going to have reservations. We're going to get casinos. We're going to have hotels. And guess what? Because they came with their A game and had the leverage of the land, guess who patronized them? And there have been times when the government has tried to come up against them.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the way they wrote the contract and the way they went in that thing, they can't do nothing with them. Can't do nothing. Yeah. Tell me how many times you hear the government going down to Chinatown. Let me tell you Chinese people something. Y'all ain't going to have this land, blah, blah, blah. Tell me how many times you see the government going to a majority Mexican community. Just tell me. Because I asked you earlier, was there a city, a county, or a town name?
Somebody name it.
But yeah, you have that, and then you're gonna sit here and say, "Well, then white men didn't let me do it." But see, one of the biggest and the wealthiest things that white people ever taught us is to watch what they do.
Yep. Yep.
You know
What's up, Rocky?
You know what they do with their kids to this day? They have lemonade stands.
Yes.
Some of y'all need to go back to the lemonade stand.
Little ninjas trying to make some money.
There you go. And they take their kids' money and they tell them, go start a bank account. Now we're going to show you how to build interest.
Mm-hmm.
But we give our kids iPhones. We give our kids clothes. We just give it to them. Because we feel like it will be too hard to teach them how to manage money when we made mistakes. But that's when we do better. And I'm speaking about me too, guys. But when you don't have nothing to leave behind, the only thing you leave behind is a bill for your funeral.
Yes.
When you leave behind people cutting the food over clothes and not even a house or land to leave behind.
Yes.
Or a business. How in the world are you going to talk about they owe you something? See, Native American and Jewish people knew to owe it for themselves. They took ownership for themselves and they made sure they maintain it and they work together. But they never expect each other. Listen to this. They never expect each other to buy their own product.
Yes.
They made sure. You think the casinos were meant for only Indians to go to it?
Yeah, right, Prometheus. Mm-hmm.
Who goes to the casinos now? Everybody but them. They work the casinos, working to get your money. I think that's enough for them, Mo.
Do you think that's enough?
I think that's enough, because if I go even deeper, they'll probably have their head.
Please go deep. Go deep, girl. If you want to go deep, look, we can do a part 2 if you want to, part 3, part 4, 5, whatever. You're welcome on here anytime. You know what I'm saying? But you got the dance floor. I told you have the dance floor. I have put the spotlight on you tonight. I'm tired of ranting. I've been ranting every day. Sometimes I just want to, you know what? Take it away. Take it away. Say what the F you want to say.
But that's mainly what I want to say to y'all. Okay. And another thing I want to say about this reparations: quit making the white people that are here now guilty. This white guilt is ridiculous.
That liberal white guilt.
It's not fair and it's ridiculous. You can't punish. The Democrats ride on that because as long as they got you distracted, as long as you just eating grass and not saying that I want to own a house, I want to own land, I want the same people, no matter who they are, to come to my business and patronize me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to own a gas station.
Yep.
And let them pump my gas from me.
Yep.
As long as they got you distracted, they'll always keep you looking at the past.
Mm-hmm.
And you keep eating it up. And listen to me, guys. This is great talk. And I know it takes willpower. I know it hurts. I know it angers some of you. I know your mind just like, I am not listening to this woman. But it's okay. Because I'm only responsible to put the seed out there, and one day it will flourish or it won't go nowhere. But either way, if you remember this moment, it's your choice whether you make something out of it and say, hey, you know, Shira, I got to try something. At least try. These people try. We don't try no more. As soon as we try, we tear each other down. We need to watch our tongue. Just like I did that scenario. Mo said he had a business. I interrogating him like Law and Order. No wonder why it was one of the best series, because we get some of the questions from Law and Order.
Yeah.
We tear each other down. We're so critical of each other that we don't believe in each other no more.
Negroes, I'll take it. Negroes. When I say Negroes, I'm talking about my knee grew because it's swole.
And you know they can say exactly. And I know they can say Elane is totally unfair because all our black men in jail. Why?
Yeah.
You know why? We didn't teach nothing. The moment we allow our grandparents, our great grandparents, to sell off the leverage, the land,
Yes.
the legacy, the story. See, when we had land, when we had homes, when we had acres and farms and things that we were built, you know what we did? We always taught the story.
Yes.
Because there was pride in the ownership.
Right. Come on now, Lane.
Native American Indians, you know what they do every time they have their business? What do? They have rich ceremonies and they do dances. They're always teaching their history.
For real.
Jewish people are always teaching their history.
Y'all better love this woman right here.
Repetition. They always teaching it. But we angry about 28 days in the month. And I say
angry.
If you don't do nothing in 28 days and you always angry about it, you wasting your whole life.
Yeah. Can I tell you some No, you know what? I'll talk to you outside the video. What I got, but I'll talk to you some other time. What I got to say about something else. But because you right now, this is a hot topic. Let's keep this going. Take it away.
But I need people to understand. We do things out of habit, and we're so programmed so long. We get up in the morning, we shower, we take a bath, we put on our clothes, we brush the teeth, we get some meat, we do this, we go to the gas station, we don't own it. We go to the grocery store, we don't own it. The car that we in, somebody else own it. Because you can sit here and say, well, I got the car in my name, but if you ain't paid for it, you don't own it. The house that you paying, you making payments on, you don't own it until you get that deed. And it's owned by somebody else. Are they black? No. The street that you live on.
Elane, damn. You got some freaking truth. Elane, I want you more. Look. You got my number. You got to come back on here in a couple more days with me. Please. I want to get you on here with Rita, Minister Rita. She's from Compton, black woman. I want to get some black conservatives, females together and talk and some stuff going on. They can say I'm racist, but I've been putting black conservatives on here lately, trying to reach out to the hood, lady. Next, and they need some freaking truth, some behind the scenes stuff. If you ain't got behind the scenes stuff, that means you will not get no real news. Next, let me stop it. Go ahead before I get a heart attack.
Any questions for me? I'm sure there's probably a lot of things being said.
No, they love you. They all love you. Look, you are well loved on here. They all like Tony Pitcher love you. He's one of my race. He does video. It's people that's a video like, hold on, where do I find you at? You know what I'm saying? Prometheus, that's my guy. Actually, Prometheus, text me, brother, because I want to get you a one-on-one show sometime next week. Holler at me, brother. Let's do this.
And I want to say this. Now I'm gonna go even further, and then I'm gonna end it right here because if I keep going, we can spend all night.
Nigga, I'm not saying nigga. I call you a nigga, but Elane, keep going.
But here's the thing: you want to know why there's a breakdown in the man and woman and family relationship when there is no structure, where there is no foundation of ownership and legacy. There is no solid ground.
Right.
A lot of us right now are sinking, yet we're walking on land. We're walking on the ground.
On the ground.
Still sinking.
Yes.
We have men that don't know what it means to be a man. We have women that don't know what it means to be a woman.
Be a woman. They don't know how a vagina feels.
They don't know their structure because there is no foundation of ownership or legacy. But like I said, if you want reparations, give some. If the government did, let them give you a city, and let it be the worst one out there. Chicago.
Yes.
Detroit.
Chicago.
One of them.
My hometown. Yeah.
See, when the Native Americans, listen to me, this is something heavy. I need to pay attention to this. Listen very, very carefully what I'm about to say.
Listen, everybody, listen.
The land and the reservations that they chose, the land that the Jewish people chose.
Come on.
Listen now. They were the most undesirable.
Come on, man.
Do you want to know why?
Tell it.
Because they know it would be too. See, when you want to own something, you don't want that that's going to be too difficult to fix.
Right.
You don't want something that's too difficult to turn a profit.
Yes.
So even though they knew the strategy on how to turn it around, the person, the colonists, or the other individuals across the table couldn't see that. It wasn't meant for them to see it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I hope y'all getting this thing.
Get it. Get it.
Get anybody getting this? See, they didn't get the cream of the crop on everything. They got some stuff that they said, we ain't worrying about that little piece of land. We ain't worrying about that. And they said, great. Because see, that
great video.
Listen, y'all, that little piece of land in North Carolina that the Indians got as reservation, they said, oh, they ain't nothing but trees. They ain't nothing but rocks.
Yes. Come on.
But the Indians turned around and made a resort. And that same resort, which is called Blue Wolf Lounge. I want to say it's Wolf Lounge.
Right.
That thing is about $100 to $300 a night. And guess who paid for it?
Come on.
The white people. And some of you, you march yourself right up in there. Oh, good gosh, this is great. And you know what they're saying? Yeah, but before that was even created, y'all thought that was nothing.
Right. Yes.
Sleep on it. Think about that.
So
take the very thing that they think is worthless, that don't have no potential. They don't feel like they ain't losing nothing. And make sure you lock it in and watch God build the rest. And they'll be the ones coming to you.
All right, y'all. I'm going to end this video, y'all. And while I'm in this video, enough said. We say what we had to say next. And much love to y'all. And I appreciate everybody. Look, we got a beautiful chat room. Shout out to all my moderators, everybody. Tanya Seal, Gina Patriot, love you, girl. We got Mega Bev up in the house. Much love to everybody. And thank you for liking, subscribing, and share. But before I go, what's your last word? I want you to stay online, though, for a second. For a bit. But what's your last word before I end this last video, in this last streaming? What's your words? I'm done. See y'all. Love y'all.
All I want for everybody to realize, some of the habits and the things that we do are actually the very things that cause the enemy within.
Amen.
And we have to, in order, instead of us being so resistant,
yes,
like Michael Jackson's song was,
right.
I'm looking at that man in the mirror. I'm looking at that man in the mirror. And I'm asking him or her to change their ways.
Hallelujah.
No message can be even clearer.
Thank you, Jesus.
If you want to make the world a better place,
thank you, Jesus.
Take a look at yourself.
Look at yourself. All right, make the change. All right. Hey, thanks for the word. Hey, stay online. Hey, all right. Love y'all. I'll see y'all in the long run, okay? See y'all. Peace.
Bye-bye.